Welcome to the video on the Dimensions CM plugin for SDA. The SDA plugin can be downloaded from the support website, the Dimensions CM plugin. That comes down as a zip file. Then you simply go to Administration, Plugins, click on Load Plugin, and you will see the Dimensions CM plugin in place. So let's go ahead and test it. So one of the great ways of testing or prototyping any functionality is to use a generic process. So I'm going to create a new process called CM test, and we'll go straight in and we'll start creating a process. The first thing we'll do is typically to mimic some sort of process results is to create a file. So I'm going to prompt the file name upon running the process. And the next step will be to utilize one of the Dimensions plugin steps. These are available under Integration, SDA Dimensions CM. So this file we've created, we're going to upload into Dimensions. So the login details I'm supplying here are the ones you would specify on any Dimensions client login. And because we're using CM Typical, the default database, we're going to use the Claris project. I can say uploaded from the CM plugin from SDA. And we're using this project name called SDA test. I also need to create this project within my Dimensions client. Make this an empty project. Let's just go in, make sure it's there, which it is. That's fine. So now we're going to create a baseline after uploading the file into the Dimensions repository. So again, I supply this login information. We could make this somewhat more efficient by using a property to achieve this, so you can populate this information across all the steps required, but for the sake of brevity we will just simply type out this information for now. So I'm going to base the baseline on the contents of SDA test. Baseline name we're going to specify at the time of calling the process. Baseline type is type baseline, and now we can go ahead and save that. Let's join up all the steps, save, and now we're ready to run. So I'm going to create a file called testfile1.java, and my baseline will be called SDA test baseline number 1. Let's go ahead and submit that. Because I have my agent and server all running on the same box, I'm just using this as a test setup. You can do that for prototyping as well, just run an agent on the same box as the server. So the file's been created, the upload has run through. Now it's going to create the baseline. And now if we go to the Dimensions client, I'll just refresh that view. You can see that the file's been uploaded, and if we go to the catalogue, we can see the baseline is now in place with the contents of that file. This concludes the first part of our look at the Dimensions CM plugin for SDA.